That's why we eat 1,200 calories a day. Get rid of that. Welcome back to another 1,200 vegan calorie a day video. There is this really seductive narrative in the plant-based community that goes a little something like this. As long as you're eating whole food, plant-based, so whole plant-based foods, that you don't have to count calories, you don't have to measure, you don't have to weigh, you don't have to worry about your portions. In fact, you can eat as much as you want. It is a scientific fact that you have to create a calorie deficit. You have to burn more calories than you take in order to lose weight. The easiest way to do it is to create a deficit in what you're eating. Today, I am making an omelet. I have Mayoko's fresh vegan mozzarella. This is what it looks like. I already took a little chunk out of it. But it's creamy, delicious, it melts, it browns. So the omelet today is gonna be tomato, basil, and mozzarella, like a caprese omelet. Okay guys, first thing is that 2 tablespoons of the egg replacer powder mixes with half a cup of ice cold water, and that equals 1 egg. Because this is 2 eggs, it's gonna be 1 full cup of ice cold water, which I have right here, into the mix and whisk it. So I'm just whisking away, and in fact, what I am gonna do to this also, I'm gonna season it up with salt and pepper like I would any other egg. The best way to make an omelet is to put like a little bit of heavy cream or something in it. That really helps it fluff up and be this yummy, fluffy omelet instead of like cakey. And now I am gonna add unsweetened almond milk. Hopefully make it a little creamier and fluffier. I'm gonna do a tablespoon of, I can't believe it's not butter, into the pan where the omelet is going. For the tomatoes, I'm just gonna do olive oil spray. No calories. We don't really need to cook these in any real way. We're just taking the chill off of them. Okay, this can come off. So if this is like an egg, then you kind of want to almost act like, almost as if you're going to scramble it to keep it fluffy. So I'm just sort of rotating the spatula through it to evenly distribute the heat. And we don't want to scramble it, but we want to make it a little bit fluffy. If you're getting too hot, just pull it off the heat for a second. Sprinkle our tomatoes over. Our cheese. Doesn't that look amazing? All right, this is gonna be the tricky part. I have no idea how this vegan egg handles, if I can even bend it over like an omelet without breaking it. Here's hoping, fingers crossed. Oh yeah, look at that, it's beautiful. So for me, you guys, that was really exciting that it looks and turned out this way. 2 eggs though. This looks like an 8 egg omelet, doesn't it? Nothing we can't doctor up. Make that look a little bit better. I'm still amazed though. I mean, look at the ooey gooey cheese. This looks like a really, really good bite. Let's see. This is really good. Look at this omelet. It's beautiful. Food all over my face. Fluffy, creamy, just fucking good. Jerry for dinner tonight made a chicken scallopini. So you know Jerry's not vegan. With a really simple pan sauce. Well, I made it for him, he helped. I'm gonna try the same thing with tofu. So what I have done is grabbed 1 block of extra firm tofu and pressed it. And I don't own a tofu press, but I just put it in a colander, put a plate on top of it, and then some sort of weight. And it's been there for probably almost an hour at this point. But even if you do it for like 10 or 15 minutes, you just gotta get the water out. Otherwise it won't crisp. You know what I mean? It won't crisp up in the pan. So the pan sauce, we are just gonna have onions, garlic, sun-dried tomatoes, some Sicilian olives, and peas, veggie broth, a little bit of white wine. Get started, because I got the pan smoking hot. First I'm gonna cut the tofu in half. And then I'm gonna cut this, just cut it in half again. And I'm gonna season it with salt and pepper and dust it with a little bit of flour. So we're gonna check if they're browning a little bit on the bottom, then we'll flip them. Yeah, nice and crispy. I moved the pan back over to the heat. I took it off after the tofu because if you put garlic in a pan that hot, it's gonna burn. And burnt garlic is not okay. It's bitter and it will make the whole sauce taste terrible. If the garlic does start to burn, I have the veggie broth on hand and I will just douse the pan with a little broth. Browning is okay. Burning is not. And trust me when I tell you there's a fine line between the two. All right, I'm adding the onions and a little bit of veggie broth. All right, next I'm doing the sun-dried tomatoes. And I want the oil, the little bit of oil that was in there to come out. Although. Throwing the olives in now just to get a little color on them. It's a cast iron pan. It'll put color on anything, which is awesome. And it'll add a little salt to the dish too. All right, we are gonna let that wine reduce, basically till there's not a lot of liquid left. And that cooks the alcohol off, but adds a really, really great flavor to any sauce. Okay, so that wine has reduced and, you know, sort of steamed off, as you can see. So we'll add some veggie broth. Let that simmer for a minute or two. And then we'll add the peas and give it a taste. See if it needs anything, and then put the tofu back in. But I think it actually looks pretty good. What do you think?
I do think it looks pretty good. I do think it looks pretty good. It smells delicious.
Yes, it does.
It really does.
Poor Jerry, I kind of stopped cooking animal products for him not long after I went vegan, simply because I just don't want to do it. I would prefer them not to be in my house, but they are. I don't mean Jerry and his son, I mean the animal products.
Are you sure about that?
The animal products, so I...
That could have gone either way.
Could have gone either way. You'll never know. It's gonna be really hot.
I bet you that's so good.
It is crazy delicious.
It's good, right?
It is packed with flavor.
Let me try it. Because I'll give you a...
Well, it's definitely made it different than yours.
I know it.
Yeah.
No, it's actually not that much different. It's a little salty from the olives.
Ah. But that's good.
The olives. Oh my God, it's wicked good. Yeah, that's looking nice.
So I'm gonna give it just a splash more. Gonna add the peas. And these were, you know, fresh frozen, so they just need to heat up a little bit. I'm gonna put the tofu back in, which I just tented to keep a little bit warm. Get these beauties.
I mean, look how good this is looking, you know?
Mm-hmm. So I'm turning the heat off. It looks beautiful. And I can't wait to eat it. Oh my God. It is so good. Jerry's like, told you. It is so good, you guys. Oh my God. Mmm.
It's phenomenal, right?
Less than 300 calories. Thank you for watching. This is the second one of these that I've done, so there's another one, go check it out. Actually, I'll put it at the end of this one. Subscribe, hit the button, I either put it there or there. Ciao.